Let's bring you some stock market updates where the Nigeria exchange closed on a negative note amid sell-offs and buy interest as the benchmark all-share index depreciated by 33 basis points. The Nigeria Exchange All-Share Index closed at 46,687.85 points to reflect a decline of 0.33% from the previous trading day and a year-to-date return of 9.3%. Meanwhile, the market's capitalization declined by 83.5 billion naira. At the close of market on Monday, 4th April 2022, the stock exchange market value stood at 25.17 trillion naira at the end of the trading day. The market breadth closed negative as Red Star Express led 22 gainers and 19 losers, topped by Regal Insurance at the end of the day session. The stock market has advanced 3,971.41 basis points since the start of the year. Market sentiment trends towards the bears, with the market differential being in favor of the advancers as 22 gainers were surpassed by 19 losers. Well, let's look at the market summary, where the all-share index closed at 46,687.85 basis points, and the number of deals traded for yesterday was left at 5,168. That's an increase of 12.69%, and also the volume traded 219.5 million, a decline of 14.7%, while the value traded was left at 1.93 billion naira. That's a decline of 32.57%, and the market capitalization stood at 25.17 trillion naira. And let's take you to the top 5 gainers of the day, where we see Red Star Express topping that the gainers to close at 2 naira 97 kobo. That's an increase or northward shoot of 10%. While NACO, that's a Nigeria Aviation Handling Company, closed at 4 naira 71 kobo. That's an increase of 9.79%. Maya gained 9.72% to close at 79 kobo, while Veritas Capital closed at 23 kobo. That's an increase of 9.52%. And also UPDC gained 9.21% to close at 83 kobo. And now we look at the top 5 decliners of the day, where we see Regal Insurance closing at 28 kobo. That's a loss of 9.68%. Japan Gold lost 8.82% to close at 31 kobo, while WAPIC lost 6.82% to close at 41 kobo. Link Assure lost 6% to close at 47 kobo. Jay's Bank lost 5.71% to close at 66 kobo. Those are the top 5 losers of the day. We'll now take you to the sector movement, where we see the banking sector losing 6%, that's 0.06%, to close at 441.49, and the insurance sector closing at 185.14. That's a decline of 58.09%. The industry sector lost 0.12% to close at 2,114.19, while the oil sector lost 0.77% to close at 455.52. We'll take a break now. When we come back, Ambrose Amodion will be joining us to help us make sense of what happened at the stock market yesterday. Please stay with us. All right, Ambrose Amodion, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consultant Limited, joins me now to help make sense of what happened at the stock market yesterday. Thank you so much for joining us, Ambrose.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
Now, the equity markets lost 83.5 billion naira to open the week lower as index declined by 0.33% to a new level of 46,687.85 basis points. How would you describe the current sentiment in the market?
Yeah, actually, I would say that what we had yesterday was a mixed trade. A mixed trade in the sense that we have more buying positions than those that are selling. That means we'll have a positive spread against what the market decline. Market was down yesterday because the high cap stocks or the blue chip stocks suffer losses yesterday, especially when the price of
Mr. Ambrose. Okay, we seem to have lost audio with Ambrose, so we'll try to reconnect and continue the thoughts. He was talking about how the market performed yesterday and looking at the 0.33% decline and also the 46,687.85 basis points at which the market closed yesterday. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we would definitely continue the conversation. Please don't go anywhere. Glad to know you're still there. Mr. Ambrose Amodion is still on the line with us. Ambrose Amodion, you were talking about the market sentiment yesterday and what was responsible for it.
Yeah, and I was saying that we'll have a more kind of price of stock that appreciated yesterday compared to those that are on the decline. It shows that they are buying now interest of investors, but they are targeting the medium and low cap stock as we speak now, ahead of the Q1 numbers are trying to will target the market from anything next week. Again, if that happens, but the good thing is that market has declined for more than almost getting to a week now, and that is sending a kind of panic to the market. But I will say advise investors that it's not a time to panic, because if you look at the earnings that came to the market, I will tell you it's a time for them to do what we call revaluation of this company, because I think that value are already showing up itself. Companies that posted good numbers and high payouts, looking at their price now, tells you that those prices are still low compared to what the company is doing. For that, it says that there's potential that these clients will rebound and also surpass their former price because the companies are doing well. And that is why the Q1 number for 2022 is very, very important, because it will give a sense of direction where the
Ambrose. Okay, we seem to have lost connection again with Ambrose. We'll try to fix that. But he was talking about the market sentiment and what was responsible for what we saw happen yesterday, especially seeing 19 losers and 21 gainers as regards what happened yesterday. We saw Red Star Express leading 21 gainers as against the 18 losers, topped by Regal Insurance at the end of Monday's session, with 27 kobo closing at 2.97 kobo, while the Nigerian Aviation Handling Company, that's NACO, went up by 42 kobo. And of course, he was trying to weigh in on that and help us better understand what was responsible for that. We'll take another break. When we come back, it will be time to continue the conversation. Please stay with us. Thank you so much for staying with us. Now, Ambrose, let's look at some stocks that led the chart for Monday. We saw Red Star Express leading 21 gainers as against 20, or rather 18 losers, stopped by Regal Insurance at the end of yesterday's session. And that was at 27 kobo, closing at 2.97 naira kobo. While the Nigerian aviation handling company, NACO, went up by 42 kobo. What do you think is driving this rally? And why should investors continue to hold their position in these stocks?
Yeah, actually, Nigerian investors traders are becoming more intelligent, and also those that use data analysis and the technical traders, they are applying their tools very well. Recently, Red Star Express suffered losses, and it came to a support level ahead of the company audited account of full year results for March ended 31st. Traders have seen opportunity since the stock have suffered losses ahead of the number, they are at a good support level. That's why we saw a kind of reverse in price downtrend in that stock yesterday. It's a good one because market is looking forward to see the company, full year result that ended March in the unaudited account in this April and before May, before end of June to release their audited account. Why for NACO results, I would say, is outstanding in the industry where it operates, and also they have declared a 40 kobo dividend and 1 for 5 bonus for investors. This, is very interesting for investors to participate so that people are buying in so that they can qualify for this dividend and bonus that the director of NACO recommended for financial year ended 2021.
Now, on the flip side, we see Regency Alliance Insurance leading other 18 losers to close at 28 kobo, and that's after losing 3 kobo. That's about 9.68%. And then we saw shares of Japan Gold declining by 3 kobo. What's your take on the continuous decline in these stocks, and what is the support level they enjoy from investors?
Oh yeah, for insurance stock now, I would say most of the insurance stocks are just investors taking profit from those stocks. That is what is happening now. For Regency Insurance, for me, the company results for full year 2021 is not a bad one, but because the dividend that is coming from this insurance company are not too attractive. Another thing is that most of them also beat expectation of their payouts this year, last year 2021, because we have seen improvement in the payouts for others like NEM Insurance, Mansard, and even Cornerstone that paid a good dividend. For me, that is what's happening. But what we are seeing in this stock is just profit taking that's going on in the Regency Insurance. On that note, I think investors should also be patient and see it comes at a good price and they now jump into the stock. That is the way it should be. Yeah.
Now, Wapik, Linkage Insurance and Jay's Bank also lost yesterday. What do you think informed the loss in these stocks, in these stocks, and how do you think they would break this resistance?
Yeah, for Jay's, for Linkage Insurance, I would say the bad performance of the company is why better exiting that position because they put a loss account. Because they put a loss account, people are already selling to move to another stock. That's for Linkage. But for Jay's, it's just profit taking, or is it Jay's or Japan you mentioned?
Jay's, yes, Jay's Bank.
Jay's Bank. For Jay's Bank, for me, it's just a market sentiment. This bank performance was not bad. Also, they declared a 4 kobo dividend for the financial year ended 2021. On that note, it's just market forces and sentiment for that year. But for Linkage Insurance, the result was not good. It's better to just exit to enter that position.
All right, let's talk about today's market. What's the direction for today's market performance?
Yeah, I said yesterday that yesterday market was at the rate of MTN profit taking that brought the market down. At MTN, tomorrow is the qualification day for the dividend of 8 naira for 87 kobo. If tomorrow people are